Hi, I'm Sherman Rowland, and I'm going to show you how to put casters on your settling tank. Now what I'm showing you here in terms of casters, this applies also if you're putting the wheels on your slab saw. Anything that's got wheels, everything I'm going to show you is applicable. So we ship everything with these nice handy dandy wheels that pivot. And you'll see there's two types. There's this type, there's no lock, and then there's this type here and a lock. So you can actually do that and the wheels stop turning. So when you put the casters on one of these tanks, or if you put them on your slab saw, you want to put the locks at one end and the freewheeling ones on the other end. You can put them under the side, but it's generally, I put them on one end or the other because that way I can unlock it and move it in. When you go to put this on, some people had some confusion, and I just want to explain it. I'm an old motorhead, so I know this pretty clearly, but some people don't. When you're putting a bolt together, you put your bolt on, and then you want to put the lock washer on. You see the lock washer is that one, get close there. It's got that little cut in it, and that's like a spring washer, and it keeps the bolt from unscrewing. That's why it's called a lock washer. It's really pretty ingenious. So you put that on next, and then you put the flat washer on. You'll note the flat washer looks different on both sides. I tend to like to put the pretty side out, the little less pretty side on the other side, because it's stamped. That's how they make the holes. So that's your stack. You go your nut, the lock washer, the flat washer. You put that into a little hole. And what you want to do is you don't want to tighten that first one down. You want to get them all put down by hand first, so that then you can kind of center this and get your wrench on there. A little tight, snug fit, you know, for your socket. I tend to like to use a socket. This is a little bit snug. I may not be able to do that on all sides. I get here on this one here. Have a good night. Take care there, Josh. So there we go. And let's see if I can get socket on here. I don't think it's going to let me get socket on all sides.
It does.
So that's okay. So we're going to just tighten it down a little bit, tighten it down a little bit. And then I'll get to my other side and I have to use my wrench. It's just a little bit too snug. We could probably move those holes out a little bit in the future. But this one, I think they're a little bit closer. Tighten that down, and then same here, tighten this down. So what you're going to do is you want to get that kind of centered, so then you know this thing's going to pivot all around real nice. Tighten them down, and I'm just kind of getting them all down, and then I'll tighten them here. And this, for putting the casters on the saw, it's a little bit different, because for those you usually jack the saw up, or if you're taking it off of a crate, and I'll show you in just a second. We do is I take a foot off the crate, and then I put a wheel on, and then I put another foot off the crate and a wheel on. I'll show you in just a second. We'll walk over. But all I'm doing here is tightening it up here. I can't fit that socket on, so I'm going to do just by hand. There we go. So what we got here, let's flip this over. This, pretty cool. This is a stainless steel settling tank that can also have a pump there. So this tank allows you to have multiple baffles, so that if you're running coolant, or if you're running water as well, and you don't want to have settlement go down, water if you're using our stainless steel saw, this would be a perfect tank for that application. It's got the pump that you can recirculate. So some people like to run something like this for cleaning the oil. Maybe they don't want to put an Everclean on for some reason. Well, this is available. So that's casters there. Walk on over here and I'll show you kind of the deal on casters for bigger saw. By the way, if you go to hplapidary.com, hplapidary.com, you can buy these casters. We actually sell the casters. They're cheaper than pretty much everywhere else you'll find them. We ship them right out to you. And they're perfect for any kind of saw, workbench, whatever. We've got different sizes, from smaller casters to bigger casters. All our saws ship with casters. And I was saying, if you're going to put casters on a saw here, you unbolt your saw, and then what I do is scoot 1 foot out over the edge, and I put a caster on from the bottom. It's a little pain in the ass, but I put my bolts on from the bottom. Then I scoot this wheel over, put a caster on, and you just get your 4 casters there. It's always better if you got a buddy to come over and help you put that on, but you can do that. And by the way, this is our beautiful stainless steel Model 18S. You can also find this on the web too, but the casters, the saw, all our other stuff you can find at www.hplapidary.com. Go on over there, take a look what we got. We'd love to work with you.